Alright, got the losi Baja Rey back out again. We're gonna see if we got the problem fixed. I refilled all of the shocks with 50 weight oil. One of the front shocks was about halfway full, stock. The other one was about a quarter of the way full, and one of the rear shocks was halfway full, and one of them was empty because I had pulled it apart. We'll see what happens. I hope that it all works, but we'll see. I also put limiting straps on it, so I lost quite a bit of suspension travel, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Try to find a slightly different set of limiting straps if I can, but you know, I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, but I filled it up with 50 weight shock oil. I think I did mention that. Seems pretty stable. Yeah, it's not bouncing around or anything, so the dampening's good. Yeah, I'm liking that that shock oil setup. Laziest rollover in history. Oh, that donkey kicks a little bit now. It's because of the rear suspension. It's because it's filled with that 50 weight now. It doesn't like high grass, that's for sure. Uh-oh. We don't already have another breakage, do we? Oh, man, all the ants. Wow. Truck's covered in them. It looked like one of the front wheels was sitting a little awkward. I think we're all right. Oh, the ants that are on it are going for a heck of a ride now. Yeah, it likes that 50 weight. I like it too. Feels good. I think the suspension is just a little stiff in the rear. Could also be the face of that jump though. Yeah, it's a little stiff. When you get a nice smooth jump, it's all right. Those nice donuts. Yeah, the limiting straps I put on it, so it doesn't have as much suspension travel, so it kind of wants to pick up the inside rear tire. Take it for another little speed run down the driveway. That thing boogies on 2S. I'm still surprised just how fast it is. I mean, it's every bit as fast as the Creighton on 4. Come on. Oh, on the front bumper. Check those rear shocks because I don't trust them. Yeah, check out the AVC on the front wheels. I'll try to get that in shot for you guys. It'd be better to show it from the front. Watch. See it working? That's cool, ain't it? We're gonna turn it down though. And AVC, right, there we go. Let's turn it off. See how it drives without it at all. Whoops. It's definitely a little more, I guess the way to put it would be happy. Feels like a happier truck without it. A little more of a mind of its own, a little more likely to do what it wants. Woo! All right. Okay, so the AVC on this truck is definitely needed because it's hard to keep the back end straight without it. That's awesome. Once you start losing the back end on it without the AVC, it's really hard to get it back, see? All right, let's turn that back up some. Wow, it's so much of a difference. See, I've never had a vehicle with AVC. When I bought my Slash, and I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, when I bought my Slash, it didn't have all of that. It was just a you know, throttle and steering, that's it. There was nothing to help you out with the Traxxas Slash when it first came out. So having that AVC on there, man, that's a totally different different feeling. And the coolest thing about the AVC, I didn't think I would like it, right? Because I thought it would take away my control. Like it would take away my ability to tell the truck what to do. And honestly, it doesn't. The truck still does what you tell it to, but it makes it act right instead of it being all twitchy and wanting to do what it wants to do. All it does is just kind of, as the name implies, it's like an active stability control. That's really cool. I didn't think I'd like it, but I do. I got it about halfway up right now. Slow in the corners so we don't roll it. You see how easy I got it back when it started acting up in the rear? That's all the AVC. I mean, I told it to do it, but the AVC made it less tail happy, which is really nice. It's like the difference of running almost with traction control compared to without, but with stability instead of, you know, rear wheel spin. Really cool. Get back on your wheels. Oh, man, that bumper sounds so bad when it digs in. I've been getting pretty hard on it. See how the motor and ESC feels. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Battery. Oh yeah, battery's still cool. How about the ESC up here? If I can get my hands on it. I can't find the fins. They're all buried into the body. Ah! Walk of shame again. Hi, puppers. I have to go feed those guys once I get done with this. And clean the kitchen. Because sadly I'm an adult and I have responsibilities. It is a nice day. Sun's a little warm on my back, but other than that, it's pretty nice. Nice and cool, nice little breeze. Man, that booger scoots. That's hard to believe. It just lazily rolls over. That's hard to believe it's on 2S, man. I was always under the impression that 2S is no different than nickel metal. It's just longer run times. Most of the spec classes they run in racing, I do believe, are 2S. But this feels like it's got a lot more punch, which is probably just, you know, because it is lipo. Lipo can deliver more punch, but definitely a fun truck. Certainly once you get the bugs worked out. Oops, y'all didn't see the landing on that. Landed real hard on the right rear. No! I don't know if that's because the limiting straps are picking up that inside rear wheel or if it's just the way this truck is. I wasn't this hard on it last time I ran it, so you know, this thing is still very much new to me. Tail slapped that oil change bucket over there. Ah, the reverse lockout. I can't pirouette it like I do with my other trucks. A little bit of air control there. First time I've had to do that. See how it's sitting now. Oh yeah, no sag, so that's good. Tightening down the shock collars fixed that problem. I can't get over just how fast this thing is on 2S. Starting to slow down a little bit. I think I'm about through this battery, which is surprising. Oh, that was a bit of a rough landing. Let's not roll it over again. I do need to be careful with that rear differential. According to what I've read, they are weak. They use these little coarse thread tiny screws to hold the diff case to the ring gear. And what winds up happening is the screws, they snap. They shear off between the diff cup and the ring gear. So that's probably going to be one of my first upgrades to this truck. Oh, that was just a straight nosedive. I've also heard people say that this front bumper is a bit weak and likes to snap, so that's another thing to be careful of. I don't know how true that is. Right, because toughness is subjective at the end of the day. It all depends on what you do with your truck. You know, if you jump it all over your house, break it, then yeah, you're going to say, oh yeah, front bumper broke. If you just drive it around like this, just light duty bashing, it might last you a lifetime, who knows? It's all subjective depending on what you put it through. I want to pile dirt behind those rocks. Oh, there's LVC. Yep. Well, it made it through a full battery for the first time. I think. I don't see anything broke. Man, that thing sucked that battery down quick, didn't it? Battery's not even warm though, so that's good. Yeah, it sucked it down real quick. Dang, that's actually really surprising. I wonder if that battery's getting weak or if that's just how this truck does on 2S. It seems like it lasted longer than that with my Slash. Oof. That is really hot. The drive shaft and the rear ring and pinion and everything. Well, it lasted a whole battery this time. And I actually like the way it handles. The 50 weight shock fluid front and rear doesn't seem to make it doesn't make any difference at all in the way it handles that I can tell, but like I'm not on a racetrack, you know. But yeah, I'm glad it made it through the whole battery this time. Took a couple of hard hits too, certainly on the front end. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.